is an opportunity I'm excited about, and people are just, you can say what you will, but the charts don't lie. All right. And so we talk about a stock that has been on people's minds. We talk about a stock that, a brokerage that was in everybody's doghouse because number one, they were probably using it for what it was not intended for, and then blaming the platform for it. I'm talking about Robinhood. Okay. I was one of those guys. I still have a Robinhood account, but I don't day trade on it because it's not meant to day trade. It was not built for that. But people were trying to day trade on there and then getting burned. I'm like, yeah, no crop. Like there's a reason why, it's not meant for that. But what I'm interested in is the fact that retail still participates through Robinhood in a big way. And that is a very interesting thing. So the first thing I want to get to is the realistically are the technical. Let's get through the technicals first. Here's the recent pricing trend since the end of the year. Kind of like we had a double top here, pulled back, but really you had this crossover on the. We talk about the 50 and the 200 simple moving average on the daily, holding, riding the 50, loses it a little bit, but then just kind of consolidates around this $10.50 level, pushes above that, really, really pushes up. We had a little bit of a dip into the $17 area. Just had an earnings call on the 8th of May. We're now pushing past this recent high here at around this $20 level. And so we were like, okay, so let's pan this back and say where can we go? Well, we've cleared this price action here. We've pushed up. There's not really a lot of consolidation here. So a lot of analysts, and we'll talk this in detail here a little bit, are talking about that 20, $24, $25 area. My price target is up here on this in terms of like where I think it could go. And then really, is it going to go straight there? No, it could just oscillate on its way up there. But this $37 area over the next couple quarters, I could see it kind of moving up there. Why do I like Robinhood? So Robinhood's one of these things that, again, it was just so beat down when it IPO'd. It just kind of sold off immediately and then just continued to sell off. And then I like buying things on smiley faces, and we have a smiley face here, but you want to make sure that you get in a little bit earlier versus way late up here, because we see that we can price this in down here, right? When the 200-day moving average on this equity started printing, we were up here. Like look at how far we were off the 200-day moving average, and then we really didn't do anything on the stock, and it didn't move, and so it just started kind of consolidating there. But again, when you see this, now you've got the 50 above the 200 in a healthy way. It's not consolidated, but it's actually moving up pretty nicely in terms of where it's at. Robinhood year to date is up 63.58%. Now you contrast it again where it's out of nowhere. People are like, it's not necessarily been something that people have been looking at. So up 63.58% year to date. Over the past 12-month period, it's up 146%. Right. And so all of this move has been recent. So it's still down. And here's the appealing thing sometimes to me. It's still down from its 3-year highs of 45%. So it's 45% below its. So that, to me, when I see a chart like this combined with the fact that we're still down over the past 3 years, that means we probably have will we get there? Yes, no, maybe so. People say that's my catchphrase. I can't predict the markets. I don't know. But I like Robinhood's chances to get up there eventually. And so what are some of the reasons that I'm sitting there saying, Robinhood, like we really need to get after this Robinhood? Well, got a little slide here to help me talk through some things, right? So number one, recent earnings points to success point towards continued profits. So again, earnings beats the past several quarters, but the past two earnings beats, they are now making money, a positive earnings per share, right? So this last one, estimate of 5 cents earnings per share, and reported 18. The one before that, they were expected to lose money and they posted a positive result, up 400%. So again, positive earnings, and exceeding those expectations that are placed on it on the street, point to some really, really, bullish sentiment in the stock. Number two, I highlighted Bank of America. There was a couple other ones, but they upgraded it to a price target of $24. Do I pay attention to the price targets that analysts put on them? No, I look and get the information for myself because there's a reason why they put those prices up there. Maybe they want to go build a short position there. Maybe they want to take it down to build a long position, whatever it is. But analysts have really gone through it and upgraded this in a big way. And so that's a very exciting proposition to me, and sitting there and saying, okay, it's starting to be in favor. We talked about on last week show, we talked about the meme stock rally that happened and, not buying GME, but the meme adjacent stock that I like is Robinhood. I like Robinhood. When retail participates, they still participate through Robinhood in a big way. There's other companies out there, but honestly, when you look at Robinhood's interface, if I just want to buy some stock, hold it for a couple weeks and sell it, that kind of thing, retail tends to like really pretty, clean, simple type things. Robinhood provides that. Some of the platforms that we like to use as traders aren't necessarily appealing to them, although I really wish they would pivot away from that. But Robinhood is still a presence in the marketplace. And last but not least, and I don't have it on here, one of the things that's impressive is in my eyes, and I've actually been looking at, is Robinhood Gold. And what does Robinhood Gold do for somebody? So it costs $50 a year to participate in Robinhood Gold, or you could do a monthly installment of $5. But you get 5% interest on your uninvested brokerage cash from the broker. So if it's sitting in your account, you get 5% on there on your money if you're a Robinhood Gold user. And so right? That is. And so how do you pay for that, right? So if I'm going to pay $50 a year, how do you pay for that? Well, if I keep an average of $1,200 over a 12-month period of uninvested cash in that account, it already pays for the Robinhood Gold. It's already free. But then you could also instantly deposit $6,000 in your brokerage account, and that's literally going to pay for it. You can use you could spend $2,000 on your Robinhood Gold card, and the cash back, the 3% cash back, going to pay for the membership. Or you could Robinhood even offers IRAs in which they're doing a 3% match.
They offer IRAs.
I know. I'm not losing my mind here. I'm looking at this company and I'm like, who the hell got fired and who got hired on? What happened? Because I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, we're starting to get our act together a little bit. Like, what is happening here? And so 1% match on taxable deposits, 3% match on IRA contributions. They use Morningstar research analysis that, you get level 2 market data with Robinhood Gold. You get lower margin rates with Robinhood Gold. Again, here is all this stuff that for $50 a year, you could potentially, and I just literally showed you 4 ways that it could pay for itself. And now you're getting it, you're already getting it for free. And then you can continue to use these, should you open an account with $200 and expect to like get all these bennies? Not necessarily. But you look at this and you're like, that's not that bad. So I'm really excited for what Robinhood has done. It provides some opportunities. I showed you the technicals. I just explained the fundamentals. I did it in a very compressed way because we were running short on time. But Robinhood, I look at that and I'm sitting there saying, yeah, I kind of like it. I kind of do like it.